Hey everyone, Mark here from Fitness Studio Marketing Canada, and today I just want to talk about the best gym marketing strategy. And here's a key insight and action plan that you can do yourself. But before I go through everything, I want to highlight one big thing is that why most gyms marketing fail is because they're always looking at the short term. So I see some of our clients, for example, who started marketing with us for let's say 1 month. Um, and expect that everything's just going to turn around itself. No, that's not going to work that way. Things take time. So as your members also take time. So in terms of losing weight or gaining strength, it's the same thing with gaining strength. With marketing, it does take time. So the best thing is to not chase fads and really work on foundations so that way you can keep growing and create a predictable, consistent stream of income for your gym and for yourself, of course. And so I see a lot of gyms fail because they have a lack of quality leads, they over rely into referrals, they have, again, poor lead quality overall, and very low local awareness. And if you're getting all of this, you're getting poor lead quality, low local awareness, poor lead quality and lack of quality leads in overall, you most likely have a branding problem. Or if you're not getting any leads at all, then you probably don't have a good local awareness. So when I see that gyms don't usually have a local awareness, what happens is that they start cheapening out their pricing. So they think that they can get a lot of members by making their membership fees cheap. Now, that's very dangerous. If you keep doing that, people are going to think you're cheap placed and are going to expect a lot of discounts overall. And uh, in the future, once you get to that 1,000 member, then they're all paying low. Then unfortunately, they're all paying low, so you haven't really hit your goal income. So one of the best marketing strategies that you could do is really establishing true demand. And that really starts with knowing your population numbers. So if you have, let's say, again, 100,000 people in your population in your area, know that you're not going to get all of them. So you have to be very realistic. So, for example, if you want to get 10 new members, you need about 34 quality leads, about 17 appointments, 13 show up with an 80% closing rate. And you have to be realistic of how many leads are you going to get. So let's say if you get, or your goal is 100 members for the next 3 months, then you got to divide this 34 to 10. That's around 340. You need 340 quality leads in the next 3 months to get 10 new members in 1 month. So the cost of acquisition for that is if you paid $10 per lead, then that's 3,400 cost per lead. In all reality, you paid $3,400 per for all the 340 leads, but now you have 100 members paying at $100 per month, which really means that you paid about $34 to acquire per member. Now, if that's too much math, I apologize. I think it's better that you book a strategy call with us and I'll go through those numbers for you because that's a very key number in there. So, the second point in here is being realistic with your goals. It's better to sell 10 new members with a premium rate per month than a lower rate, of course. So, really having the quality leads is a key thing with your growth. And to do all that, you have to really have a good website and a funnel. With a funnel optimization, what happens here is people go to your website, they get a call to action with offer, and then now they get added into a funnel that nurtures them into a drip campaign, such as SMS and email campaign, to try and convert them. If you don't already have that, I highly suggest you should set it up because that is one of the most effective marketing strategy they could ever have because you cannot sign up everybody all on the start. People need time until they finally sign up. But you need to be ready and sending them an email, SMS, or even your social media so that way they can be reminded that when they're ready, they come to you. Now, you're asking me where do I get these people? And one of the best strategies as well is to create multiple streams of local traffic. So that could be a combination of content marketing. So that goes with your tutorials, your testimonials in social media, your Google My Business or Google listing rather, because it's new now, updating that all the time, doing paid advertising. So there's a huge math behind paid advertising, and we'll be happy to help you out with that. Organic and local search, SEO, and AI search is something very big. So that's something that has not gone out of style for the last 20 years. That's from the first time I created the first website 20 years ago. Oh, things have not changed with SEO. It just gotten harder and harder, and we're here for you. So, and the last thing is referral system. So if you don't have a referral system yet, again, you're missing out a lot of putting money on the table. We'll be happy to help you out with that as well. One strategy that we have for referral system is that every January, for example, we have a spin to wheel in some of the gyms that we work with. And that spin to wheel, it's kind of like a wheel for fortune kind of thing on their front desk. So if someone refers somebody and they sign up, then they get to spin that wheel. And once they spin the wheel, there's opportunity to have 5 or 10 different prices, and usually is from around a 2 week fee in their membership all the way up to $100 gift card. It's a very low cost to you to do to get more referrals during very high traffic months and really building that momentum to grab more and capitalize. At the same time, though, you have to kind of build a diversified and sustainable funnel. What I mean by that is, especially if you are a personal training studio, we all know that personal training is personal training, but that's not what it sounds like to people who actually need personal training. For people who need personal training, they usually need to lose weight. They need to gain strength. They're either a senior, they're either a female who just wants a female trainer, they're either a male looking to get stronger, all sorts of things. So, what this means is if you build a diversified and sustainable funnel, you would target every single audience of yours and creating a funnel for that. If you don't speak their language, they're not going to come to you. Now, one big thing that I see with a lot of gyms is that having a mistake of only having one source of lead generation. So a lot of them, for example, come to us with just, I want a website, that's it. But then they expect that there's 100 leads that come to the website. That's not going to happen that way. You have to use other traffic sources, such as paid ads, such as your social media. What if you want 100 leads per month, but your population only says that there's only about 5,000 in your area? I mean, 5,000 population in your area. That's actually very unrealistic. The second thing is having poor content strategies. So, a lot of gyms that we work with, they design the website themselves in the beginning, thinking it will help them and because it's what they want to see. Oftentimes is they're thinking about their own design instead of thinking about what the customer's design is. So they're not focusing on the customer, instead they're focusing on what they think it should look like. So have a proper content strategy and let that work for you. Good thing is we have a lot of different website designs that we have seen that worked, and we'll be happy to show that to you. Last but not the least is they're neglecting local SEO and AI optimization, especially for bigger areas with big population. If you neglect SEO, you're just delaying the fact that you're not going to get a lot of local organic leads. It's best to really do your SEO early on, because we still found that SEO still has the highest return on investment for any marketing strategies there is. So, just to recap, if you want to be successful, I would highly suggest that you build a strong internal team. Don't try to do everything yourself. Use your profits to invest in scalable systems, technology, and strategic campaigns. This is where you buy back your time by using tools, by using your team. And then start creating media, develop assets like educational videos or other videos to strengthen your brand, so that way you can post it online and get more of those same people that have signed up at your gym. And last but not the least, when you have more time, implement a CRM. So if you have CRM that automates your SMS, email marketing, your nurturing, your newsletters, that's something that we can do for you guys. then you will ultimately buy back your time. So if you don't already have this strategy and would like to implement something like this, book a strategy call with us. Go to fitnessstudiomarketing.ca/book. We create you a complimentary marketing strategy, no cost at all. We just want a shot to impress you and have the opportunity to show you what we do. So that way, maybe we can work together, and I'll ultimately be up to you. Bye for now.